I'm seeing a lot of new names in the chat. That warms my heart. It truly does. Thank you, everybody. You get to see my new haircut. I got my haircut the shortest it's been in 13 years. That's half my life. I'm 26. Half my fucking life. Shortest I've had my hair. Look at that. Look how short that is. That's so fucking short for me. But it feels good. It's less heavy. All right, let's manually just tell them, hey, haul those rocks out of there when you get a chance. All right, consuming, yeah. They're just eating on the floor. They're not gonna be happy about it. But as we can see from their needs here, yeah, very low expectations. We're so impoverished that everybody has a mood bonus on they don't expect to be living well right now. They expect to be living rough right now. Those expectations will go away eventually. So we gotta make sure that we make this place a nice place to live eventually, which is why we have Conk Donk doing all the building, because he can make us good quality beds to sleep in. And he's already got the walls around the place. Conk Donk's starting to put the roof in, so we're not gonna get rained on. Yeah, you can see him, he's walking around, he's getting the roof set up. You can see like the plating go up. That doesn't cost any resources, thankfully. Well, now your neck muscles are gonna get shriveled. Because I'm not lifting enough, I have been doing like shrugs with my weights. I've been really working out a lot recently. I'm sorry, I don't have much of a bicep to show you yet. My shoulder is looking a lot better than it used to, but I'm also white as fuck, and the lighting in here is bad, so you probably can't see shit. Assume I'm ripped, because that's being generous to me. I am not ripped though, and my gut's a little flabby. I gotta work on that. What do they say? Abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. Okay, so a pretty high priority for me actually. Mushrooms. I love that you're hauling to the stockpile. That is a high priority for me. But I want you to haul that revolver real quick. When you have high quality stuff like a revolver sitting around in the dirt outside, unroofed, is gonna start losing quality over time. And on a gun, that'll lose accuracy. So I'd really like to get that gun inside. So what I'm gonna do actually, I usually don't make these so early, but I'm actually gonna make a shelf. I'm gonna make a shelf real quick, and I'm probably gonna move this later. But Conk Donk, go ahead and just build that shelf. Items on shelves don't lose durability. Didn't know Schwarzenegger does Twitch streams. Yes, I am in fact very buff and very Austrian. Little known fact, I am super Austrian. Ignore the whole Slovak background. Austria, Slovak, they're close to each other. They are very close to each other. There's that. I always assume a streamer is fit for purposes of sitting in a chair. Well, when you're disabled like I am, and when you have degenerative joint disease like me, and you work from home sitting in a chair, you need to work out and eat healthy, or else your body is going to shit. Which is why I'm getting in shape at 26, because good God, if I don't. All right, Conk Donk, I know you're hungry, but just get that revolver inside real quick on that weapon shelf. There we go. Just, you know, keeping it safe. Is it damaged at all? Quality 100 of 100, or quality normal, durability 100 of 100. So it didn't get damaged at all. The revolver is as good as it's gonna be. It's a powerful weapon, kind of slow to reload, decently accurate. It's just a solid early game weapon. Mushrooms and Conk Donk are cloud watching. Marinery is swimming and hauling steel out of the river. Oh, and there's actually a little bit of gold in there. Now, when we mine that gold, that'll be adding wealth to the map, so that will mean harder encounters over time. So sometimes you want to wait before you go ramping the, let's get the medicine over here. Before you go ramping the wealth of your map up. Yeah, get that medicine close to base, you know, in case of emergencies. Wait, this isn't the Guild 3. Yeah, I don't hate myself enough to play that again anytime soon. All right, let's start laying down the wood floor. And we're also going to make 3 beds, and we will relocate these to individual bedrooms later. But for now, I want us sleeping on beds, not the floor. All right, Conk Donk, you're still cloud watching. You really don't need to be right now. I'm just gonna tell you to work straight on the beds. And we don't have a whole lot of wood stockpiled right now because we used most of it for the walls. So I'm just gonna mark a bunch of that for wood cutting, so mushrooms can get on getting us some more wood. Yeah, she's already harvesting the oak trees, good. This isn't the distortion world with Volsamor. Yeah, someone's been watching Pokemon Platinum. Oh man, that part of the game sucks. Oh sweet, he's back to the roof, good. He's got one of the beds built. Okay, good, the roof is finished. All right, we got a bit more wood. Mushrooms is bringing more wood over, good. Hey Conk, before you get another bed going. You got one more bed to go, and I want us to all sleep on beds tonight. There we go. All the beds are done. We have a normal, a normal, and a normal. Okay, 3 normal quality beds. No debuff, that's fine. And we're just putting the floor in now, so we're not, you know, sleeping in a dirt floor room. And they'll be going to sleep pretty soon here. Progress is going pretty well for the first night, though. Yeah, we don't have recreation variety yet. There's actually a really cheap one we can do that they like. Just a wooden horseshoe pin. It gets you shooting skill very slowly, and it's a really easy basic recreation. So we'll build one of those in the morning. I do not like that we have a cougar hanging around, by the way, because we have a small Yorkshire Terrier dog that will definitely get eaten. So let's, first of all, we're gonna have just a little animal sleeping box in the room for it, so it knows to sleep inside. And man, if we had someone good with animals, I would totally tame that cougar. Because I don't want it to get hungry when the dog's nearby. In fact, I'm gonna make a area right now. I'm gonna call this one Animal Indoor. And set it to animal indoor. It's bonded to mushrooms. Okay, so right now it's mushroom's pet. It follows mushrooms around. They're attached to each other. If one dies, the other will be very upset. All right. And I will, right, what was it under? It was under, no, it was under assign, manage, no? I can never remember which one this, manage areas, here we go. Right, I just, not invert. Expand allowed area, there we go. Okay, what a strange place to put that. All right, for now, I'm just telling Nikita, stay inside. Because that cougar is nearby, and I'd rather play it safe. We'll bring him food. That Yorkie's toast, yeah. Yeah, it's not exactly gonna be able to fight back against a cougar. And we can't really fight back against a cougar either, because we only have one person who can use a gun. So, yeah, I don't want to resort to that. Okay, Mushrooms is already carrying stuff over. Good. Rumors there's low morale backstage in New Japan because of new president. Do you like Harold? I don't know. I've never met Harold, the new president of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And there's almost no news about it, and a lot of people have said those rumors are bullshit, so I have no idea. I don't put much stock into wrestling rumors. Okay, so... we're gonna want to start farming here pretty early, actually. And a bridge, how much does that cost again? 12 per surface. So we could just, yeah, for only 48 wood, we can just have a little bridge there. We'll cut the tree on the other end. And we'll just get a little floor going out there. There we go. Just, you know, speed up movement, because people are gonna be going from here, from sleeping, out to the farm. We'll start farming a little bit over here just because it's a little closer. So what we're going to do here, I think this side of the river is entirely just going to be food because it's close by, which is nice. You got to be a little bit careful with trying to figure out where all of this is. Sometimes you got to like hover over little bits to figure out because there's like so much stuff on top of it. You can cut grass to see a little bit better. Like right there is stony soil, which is actually really bad. So I don't want to bother growing right there. This right here, stony soil, yep, except for the very bottom one. It's pretty hard to see. You gotta be very careful with it. Here's a bit of rich soil that I missed. Okay, it looks like the rest of this might be good. Yeah, the rest of that's good. Okay, so I don't want to do potatoes. Potatoes actually don't grow any faster in good soil than they do in bad soil. So what we're probably gonna do there is corn, which takes roughly the same-ish time to grow, but needs better soil, and is really nutritious, and you can eat it raw without a problem. So we're gonna get that going. So we got that on the list now. Mushrooms is probably gonna do that after her walk, because growing is a high priority for her. Thanks for following no scripts. Marinery's cloud watching, Conk Donk going for a walk. Okay, it's, you know, making sure that people are staying sane. In fact, Conk Donk, I want you to do that horseshoe peg fairly early, just because it's super quick and easy to make, and it helps give us recreation. So I just got in full speed, letting them do their thing. Building a wooden floor, please do the horseshoe pin first. There we go. And we can also chop wood, just on whatever's grown there. Because we need more wood. Now this is pod racing, fuck's sake. All right, we're getting more wood there. Good. Marinery's even helping with the cutting a little bit. The walls are done. Perfect. Kong Tong's working on that little road there. That's fine. Just for the sake of movement speed and the bridge. You would also build on bridge, but you can't put anything super heavy on it, and it's very prone to being burnt down. You're right, I am illiterate. Mushroom's getting that planted really fast. She does have pretty good plant skill. She's just ripping all the weeds and grass and stuff. I actually like to border my farms with wood. Not only does that, like a little wood path, not only does that let them walk around it faster, but it also gives you a good visual representation of where the good soil ends, as well as it keeps weeds from encroaching on it. What's the yellow stuff in the rock? That's golden ore. It's worth a lot. We're not going to cut it yet. We have no reason to yet. It's just going to add wealth to the map, and that'll be bad for us. I think we actually have a little bit of regular soil right there. Stony soil, yeah. I'm going to get rid of that just so that everything's harvesting at the same time. It's a shrink zone right there. There we go. Okay, that whole thing has been planted. We have the corn growing. It's growing about 35-40% faster than it would if it was in regular soil, which is pretty good. That's really gonna help us. Also, to get this ahead of time, this is gonna be our food stockpile. So what we're gonna do is clear all. It's gonna be really high priority. Do not allow rotten things. Allow foods of all kinds except for hay, and allow animal corpses there. Because that is where we're gonna be putting the freezer. Okay, good, and our terrier can eat again now. Is this a cannibal game? You can do cannibalism, but people will be very unhappy about it unless they have the cannibal trait. All right, so we're just getting that in. All right, now, I don't want to be eating off the floor forever, so we're gonna get a dining room table in now. I think I'm happy with it being right here. And early on, when we don't have a lot of wood, we'll just make a few stools to sit on. We'll get like proper dining tables, dining room chairs and stuff eventually. But for now, we don't have a whole lot of resources on hand, and labor is a problem, you know? We only have 3 people doing all this labor, and there's a lot to do. All right, good. We have a stool. It's a good quality stool. We're beautifying the room, too, as we do this. Do a 1.2 or 1 out of 2 table. Or sorry, 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is fine right now. We have enough room. There we go. Normal wooden table. Good. It's making the room a little nicer so they like their communal barracks more, but people don't like being in a communal barracks even if it's beautiful. They want their own rooms. Heard a fight going on out there. I think it was probably just a cougar attacking something. Yeah, that cougar's been hanging around. I don't like that we have pants just sitting on the ground out there. We are going to want to make that storeroom now, I think. I think we're going to do something like... I can dig this for now. Yeah, I can dig that. It's fairly big, but it'll work. And I don't want to do any more really big expansions until we are producing our own English. English is difficult. Until we're producing stone brick, because then I want to be making stuff out of stone brick. We also need to make our own little room for research, because a sterile room research is faster. Yes, I can dig it, sucker. And that did make the Booker T theme start playing in my head, yes. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, you're playing, that's fine. Usually they do some entertainment when they first wake up. Yeah, herbal meds do degrade from temp, but they degrade incredibly slowly. It takes multiple years to go bad. So it's not that bad. Does get all your colonists to jump the cougar? No! I have one colonist with a rifle, one with a knife, and one who is incapable of combat. I'm not doing that. All right, let's designate these for chopping. They're not fully grown, so I can't do it with the regular drag over order, but this is fine. And we also need a food source. We're going to have to do one without electricity for now, because I'm not gonna have electricity for a little while. So we need a butcher table right here. And we're going to need where is it? I am blind. Fueled stove right here. There we go. Cutting down the trees. Not getting any wood for that, that's fine. Let's find some trees we can cut. There we go. That'll get us plenty of wood to finish things up. All right, it looked like the cougar was eating a rock. It probably wasn't, but it was probably eating something near a rock. Okay, what else do we want? We want a stonecutter's table really early. Stonecutter's table is really important. We're gonna get that right there. Now it says penalty outdoors, but as we make this an indoors place, obviously that penalty will go away. Oh, we have there are some wild heel root growing, which we will be harvesting later. And we don't have any kind of refrigeration, so I don't want to hunt quite yet. All right, the fueled stove is done, so we can do lavish meals. We're actually good enough to do lavish meals, but that does use up more food. So for now, fine meals and simple meals. What I want to do is always have 10 simple meals and 10 fine meals, with fine meals being higher priority, because people like them more. Conk Donk finished a butcher table, and we will be putting chairs at those at some point, and just have it be butcher creatures. Didn't even need to go into that. Forever. So whenever we get a chance to butcher a creature, we will. So we have our food stuff set up there. Sorry, name was in dark blue, so I had to lean in to try and read that as a challenge show. All right, good. The walls of the place are getting put in. Those are marble chunks. Let's move those out of here. We don't need those sitting. Actually, you know what? Don't move them out of there, because we're going to be able to cut those up soon. Any stone block until we have... And I want 500. So just make sure we always have 500-ish stone block on hand to build with. So people who have nothing to do are going to work on making stone blocks for us, which is very good building material. It's very slow to build with, stone blocks, but they're not flammable, which is really the biggest thing. Hard to break, not flammable. What do you miss? Don't worry, we're only like 5 days in the game. Can we butcher people on the table? We can if we want to. Okay, farming is going well. Progress around the base is going well. We definitely need more wood though. So just do that. There we go. Mushrooms will go get that. And that'll get us more building supplies. Visitor. She seems to have a few items to trade. Okay. Who's our best with social again? I think it's Conk Donk, but he's not very good at it. They'll arrive over here soon. And then we'll just talk to them, see if there's anything to trade. I doubt there will be, but sometimes. Good. This counts as indoors now. If I get in game and we're starving, I volunteer for the butcher table. I'm not gonna do that because that would just immediately cause riots in the colony. Believe it or not, they don't like eating their friends. There. Let them know to make some stools so people can sit down as they work. And let's also make a little extra room here. Doesn't need to be very big. And this is going to be a lab. Will that fit what I want it to fit? I should double check. I want that to have a simple research bench. It will fit with a little bit of extra room. Okay. In fact, I will give it a little bit of extra room so that it's not quite as cramped. I don't want to make it super big though, because I do want to sterilize the room at some point. But that'll be a little laboratory we're adding on. Will this stream be going up on YouTube? Yes, every stream I do goes up on YouTube after. Oh, hey, there's the person. Talk to me. What can we buy and sell? Almost nothing. I'm not interested. Bye now. Don't you trample my crops, jerks. Butcher all prisoners. No, we don't have any cannibals. We do need to make a prison, though. Prisons are important. It's one of the best ways to get new people is recruit prisoners. All right. Looks like you're gonna be here for a while. Mushrooms thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should it be called? We also need to name our settlement. All right. Our faction is going to be called Hernandez Punch Dick. First name I saw in the chat. The settlement itself is going to be called Dragon Mare. All right. That's a hell of a team. Thanks for following Hogan is too cool. Welcome to the flock. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hernandez Punch Dick is very happy about that. Well, I get the feeling no one's gonna be visiting our faction. They don't know what our customs are for sure, but they can make an educated guess. All right, for now, we're just gonna put in a wooden floor. Just so it's not a dirt floor, because sterilization does matter in there. And you can leave the door open to that. It's internal. It'll just save us travel speed. And for now, this isn't even refrigerated, so we can leave that open as well. Punch Dick, for fuck's sake. Considering, you know, me. Well, that is, your trait is hates men. So, maybe. And it is an all-woman team. They're gonna think some weird shit about our colony. Okay, we need a simple research bench. I'll just put that there for now. And people who sit there are gonna be sitting there for a long ass time. So we'll do a stool for now, but that's high priority for upgrades. And we need more wood once again. And we could set up electricity soon. The only problem is we don't have batteries researched. So we won't be able to, like, we could set up like a windmill and that's cool, but when it's not windy out, everything would just turn off. All right, get that built. Hey, we did it. Okay, let's set up our first research. So, we already have electricity, air conditioning, although nothing to power it. Nutrient paste. Complex furniture, passive cooler, stone cutting, complex clothing. Okay. From what I could tell, Fallout 76 was rust with everything that makes rust interesting removed. I don't know, it looks interesting to me. I've been doing some research on it for Fudge Muppet, YouTube channel that I do writing and some editing for. Okay. Tree sewing, no. Cocoa, that's actually a new thing that I haven't toyed with yet, but you can make chocolate now, which is very cool. Carpet making, kind of a low priority. Smithing is a fairly early priority, so is recurve bows. You can make some decent bows out of that. Battery is an obvious popular early one. Windmill generator. Windmill generators are very awesome. In fact, I might start with that. Auto doors. I think I'm actually I'm gonna start with windmill generator as our first research. Mad hair, that's usually your first one of these events. Hold on, let me check a thing here. Not gonna hear the game for a second. There we go. Nope. There we go. Sweet. Okay, let me just keep an eye on it. Where is it? It's right there? Okay. Get our people who can fight over here. God damn it. Fuck. There, took one knife shot. Did we get bit? Yeah. Well, killed a rabbit. When it says colonists hate men, how do we know whether it's talking about men as people or men as cannibalism? Probably both. They don't like how they taste. Or them being around in general. Batteries are the better one to start with? I disagree, because the water wheel never, the water wheel doesn't, like, get stronger and slower, like, based on random events. It's always active, as long as it's not broken, obviously. And it generates a shitload of power. It's really, really good. And so we don't even need a battery yet. All right, yeah, Marinary's waiting to be tended to. Mushrooms is our best doctor. Mushrooms, you almost done cutting that tree? Yes? Okay. And now you're gonna tend to Marinary. Good. Just making sure the cut doesn't get infected, or the bite, you know? There we go. You're fine. Yeah. The watermill meal is very good. All right. Can't wait till we have refrigeration, but, you know, gotta get that research done. Kong Donk researching in the dark isn't doing us any favors. But at least the room is pretty clean. So there's that. Did that bunny fuck you up? No, it barely hurt you. I have it set that if you have an open wound, you go straight to the medical bed so we can stitch it closed and give you some medicine. We don't want you getting an infection. Let's also get a wooden floor going through like that, just so we have movement speed and a little bit of cleanliness. Yeah, Murdery's fully healed there. You didn't get an infection or anything. The wound healed very quickly. Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Okay. Priorities. Need defenses, which I don't need yet, actually, because the first guy to attack is nearly always just a guy with a shiv and no shirt. Usually pretty easy to take out. I will want to start farming there at some point. Actually, I'm going to deconstruct that whole wall there. Because that'll be a really easy way to get a little bit of stone. All right, Marinary's working on getting stone for us as well. It's good, we need a stockpile of that. Would you consider yourself to be good at this game? Yeah, I've been playing it for like 5 years. Just curious since I haven't watched too much of this game. Yeah, I actually have a 7 great tips to improve at video coming out on this game next week. If you're watching this more than a week after it's uploaded on YouTube, it's already up. Any ancient structures on the map? I'm fairly sure one spawns on every map. If we look around a little. Yeah, like that's one right there. Sometimes you get more than one. No, it looks like it's just the one. I mean, there's a possibility there's one in one of these mountains or whatever, but that's definitely one right there. Ooh, sore neck today. What a pain in the neck. Okay, I want to start planning out the recreation room. It's not the absolute highest priority for me right now, but, you know. So let's say we wall across there. I would want a little bit of a rec room here. It doesn't need to be very big. We'll just do something like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna have our barracks-ish area in here. It's not gonna be a communal barracks, so we are gonna have individual rooms. So we will have something like, I'm thinking something like this. Let me show you what I mean. So we open that up. Okay. And a room would be, I want, yeah, 7, 7. So a room would be something like this. Oh no, it's not L, it's I, right? Trying to remember the hotkeys for this. Yeah, so that is a room, and then That's a room. There, that'd be 4 rooms right there. We only need 3, but, you know, having one ahead of time is nice.